thing that just irritates me is how states, and there are 35 of them, and there's a map that you should make sure the public sees. It's called the Map of Shame, put together by the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights and Barbara Ornwine, pointing out how all these states since 2008 have changed their laws, or trying to change their laws. And what it is doing is disenfranchising African Americans and Latinos, but also seniors. Our latest data tells us over 5 million people who voted in 2008 won't be able to vote now because they have these new requirements to have a government-issued ID. Let me tell you how that impacts seniors. A lot of seniors who are 75, 80, 85 don't drive, so they don't have an ID. And so they could not vote, even though they've been allowed to vote for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And that's wrong. And the other requirements has a chilling effect, and we have lawsuits against a lot of these states, and a lot of them will not be able to make the laws effective for the 2012 elections. But that's not the point. We want to make sure that people get government IDs. And they're saying as well, a lot of the states, you may remember, in 2008, the states finally had the wise idea. Why make everybody vote on the same day? And so the idea in Florida and other places that you can vote at certain weeks in October before the November 4th election, so that it wouldn't be as crowded. People could do it when they wanted to. A lot of people would go to church on Sunday morning and do it on Sunday afternoon. All that's gone. And that means it's cutting off all the people who registered that way in 2008. And so we're in federal court in some cases, state courts in some cases, but we're also urging people to get a government ID so they can vote. And this is, it's not just Jim Crow, it's worse than that. In a sense, it's taken us back where people could not vote for reasons that had nothing to do with their inability to know how to vote, but had everything to do with race. And that's the big impact now. It's going to affect both senior citizens because of age, and Latinos and African Americans generally because of new impediments being set up. And so it is the most important civil rights issue of the 21st century. If people die and shed their blood and were sent to jail and were beaten like animals in the 20th century to get the right to vote in 1965 with the Voting Rights Act of 1965, we have to do what we must do to preserve it in the 21st century.
No, I definitely agree. Thank you for chilling with me and Professor Charles Ogletree. I hope you learned a little something today about the voter ID process. Again, I'm Hans Goff, and this is the Voting Works series.